Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to meet the fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This man is representing CMMA, Oliver Harris. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Fusion MAC, VASIL Paleshnikov.
So here we go with the opening contest of this Almighty Fighting Championships 3 card. It's a unified amateur contest in the lightweight division between Oliver Harris of the Charles Martin Martial Arts and Vasil Paleshnikov, who's making his debut for Fusion MAC. So not a lot known about these two guys. Vasil obviously shooting immediately for the takedown, not entertaining the stand-up in the slightest.
Not at all. He's really fighting for that takedown, but it could go against him here.
Yeah, good defence by Oliver thus far. 2 underhooks. Now he's got the back of Vasil.
Very slick. He managed to reverse that takedown into his favour here, and he's hanging off his neck.
Yeah, he's pretty high at the moment. He's trying to remain. Well, he's trying to keep the position with his right leg through the legs of Vasil. Vasil doing the right thing, trying to pull down on his opponent's head, or at least trying to shimmy him up towards his own head. But I think the choke might be in.
Yeah, it's very deep. That it's very deep. It looks like he's panicking here.
It doesn't look like it's quite under the chin. It looks more of a face part at the moment. However, if he stretches him out, I was going to say he can get it under the chin. I mean, if he can get shoulders down here, done very well as Vasil there.
Definitely. Just needs to have a bit more confidence and not squeeze so hard. If he'd let go of that jaw just then and slipped it under the neck, he'd have had him.
Yeah, Oliver doing well to keep the position. He's remained on top. Now it's under the chin, I think. Just distorted view by the referee. Sort of battle hands going on the mat. He doesn't really want to turn into his front. He wants to try and get his shoulders to the canvas if possible.
Definitely. He looked like he was trying to go hand to hand there as well.
Yeah, Harris relentless on top. Remaining...
That looks a little deeper.
In back mount. Can't see from this position. Dean Weir having a good look at this. Again, Harris remains on top, but Vasil showing just how tough he is.
A lot of heart showing here. A lot of heart.
Yeah, I'm not... just in that position then where sort of Vasil was on his side. Why Harris isn't entertaining any shots. Obviously try and butter him up a little bit before trying to get the arm under the chin.
Definitely. I mean, coming from a jiu-jitsu background, I like to throw a few little warning shots like he's doing now.
Yeah, but he's lost the position. It's too late, and now he's on his back.
Beautiful fight by Vasil there. Showed a lot of heart in that position. It's a tricky position, especially for your debut fight. You don't want to be caught in that early.
Yeah, he's in full guard here. Probably just spending the majority of the last minute here taking a breath, although he's looking like he's going to have to defend submission attempts, just struggling to see.
He was throwing up a triangle there, but it looks like he's trying to drop for an omoplata. Or
he's back in full guard. Just needs to be clever here. Good shots, good shot, left hands.
There's an armbar there if he wants it.
Yeah, he needs to stack his opponent. He's got hold of his own arm, but ideally needs to improve the position. I was going to say, I'd have thought he'd have sat back in the guard, landed a couple of shots, just caught his breath, but we are going to see a round 2, I think. A couple of little left hands just to finish. And yeah, interesting round. Obviously Harris dominating for the large majority, at least 2/3. Looking for the choke. Again, as we said, no shots thrown. Vasil sort of more defending the face bar more than anything. As I said, it didn't look like it was under the chin, but I think we're probably agreed that it's a clear 10-9 for Harris.
Definitely. Vasil did come out with a lot of energy. You could put that down to, again, his debut fight.
Yeah, he looked a little bit nervous, didn't he?
Yeah, and I mean, if he clears up a few more of those things there, he'd have had the takedown. But he fought well. He showed heart, and he escaped a tricky position where a lot of people had slipped up there.
Yeah, he's I think his corner's just sort of going through that routine. I think he's just saying, calm down. You're sort of getting a little bit too giddy, to put it bluntly. You're charging forward. But he looks fine. Opposite us here in the cage, he looks relatively fresh. Harris the same. Obviously Harris on top at this stage as we go into round 2.
And he's definitely looking the calmer guys, Harris here.
Yep, your referee, Dean Weir, in charge of the action. Waves the fighters forward. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes, whether we're going to see some stand-up good leg kick from Vasil, or whether he'll shoot for the takedown. Slip and a miss there from the left hand from Harris.
He's got his hands locked together here.
Yeah, Vasil is not in a bad position here. He's got one underhook. Can't really see the left arm. But he's got his man against the cage. He's got a full body lock there.
His hips are a lot better this round. He's gone a bit low. He just needs to watch out for that neck.
Yeah, looking for the reversal, Harris, but manages to get the takedown. More of a sort of suicide takedown, but he's giving his neck up. He doesn't look in any trouble at the moment in this position as Harris tries to recover at least half guard. But Vasil now, maybe we'll see sort of what he's got to offer on top. He's in full guard. Didn't really look to pass during that sort of grappling exchange. Good short right hand.
Hopefully he'll let a few of those hands go. He looks a strong guy, you know. You want to just see him open up and have a bit more confidence in that.
Yeah, he's. I'd like to see him posture up a little bit. He's sort of just sitting very straight in the guard. Harris is very active off his back, so he's immediately looking to sweep, throw submissions up there. I mean, at the moment, Vasil's he's got his hands clasped around the legs, but he's not really going to improve his own position. Basically, what he's saying is, I'm quite happy to lie on top of you.
Definitely. He's got the takedown that he fought so hard for, but after the first round, you know, maybe he should have taken his time a little more, or just adapted his game plan a little bit. Harris is on the ground and he keeps on playing with an arm and making him kind of pull out. He looks like he's going to try and throw that triangle up.
Yeah, very high guard.
He looks comfortable there. He looks comfortable.
Yeah, what I'd like to see, obviously, Vasil is in a great position to make it extremely uncomfortable for Harris. Obviously, Harris has got his shoulders up against the cage. If he stays top heavy, I think he's passed into half guard now, which is good. He slipped for a guillotine. Or was it a sweep? Well, he's trying hard for the guillotine, but he's not in the position to do it. I mean, ideally, he could use the neck to sweep himself, but he's given away full mount. The question is, how long can he... Well, he's giving it up. Harris, excellent to get on top.
Harris is showing the better jiu-jitsu qualities here. Let's see if he can pull something out of mount. He's getting heavy on his man there.
Yeah, half guard. I was going to say I'd like to see Harris maybe throw the shots now, but immediately sort of looked to grab at the head and the neck, and obviously then lost the position.
This stacked half guard though is not a bad position. I like to use this to drop a few shots.
Yeah, I mean he's in full mount now. And
Vasil's kicking about and flailing about a little bit, trying to use that old school grip in the arms with his legs.
Yeah, he's just trying to sort of disrupt his offense attempts. He's in a great position to sweep if he can be top heavy. No,
he's taking his back again. This is a nice little transition there. Let his man do the work and capitalise on it.
And again, Vasil, he was sort of in a position where he could maybe push his right shoulder down to the canvas, go shoulders down, and again chose to roll in the opposite direction, putting himself in a position where Harris could potentially get the rear naked choke.
Definitely. He looks a strong wrestler, does Vasil, but I think that the jiu-jitsu department...
he looks like he's we'll not butter it up. We're sort of all developers here. He's showing signs of having a pretty decent top game. Looks a good grappler, as I said, but he's just not offering much at the moment in terms of offense. What I'd probably like to see him do, rather than sit in the guard, then he seems to want to throw shots. He's one of the two that looks most likely to throw shots.
Definitely, yeah.
If he can pass the position half guard and maybe land some shots rather than sit in the guard, because obviously Harris has shown that he is pretty dangerous off his back. I mean, I would probably still lean to Vasil taking that round purely on rule book, getting the takedown and being in top position for the majority of the time, but it's a dangerous game he's playing with there, so I mean, all to play for going into the third round.
It is, and I think this comes down to just heart and work rate. If he comes out of the gate and he gets that takedown and keeps busy on top, he will take this round with Vasil.
Absolutely.
And then trading shots early, but this time it's Harris that's gone for the double unders. He's looking for the takedown. He's obviously noticed the pattern of the last two rounds.
Yeah, no swinging and misses early on there from both fighters. We end up in sort of vice versa from the start of the last round. We had a body excellent reversal from Vasil. So we had a body lock from Harris that's now got it again, looking for a takedown of his own. Vasil does well to remain on his feet.
You can see Harris is creeping towards that back as well, the way he's pinning him against the cage and just trying to swing that leg round.
Yeah, I think Vasil realised that then as he whipped the right arm straight over the head of his opponent. Underhook on the left, with his left arm now. If you could look to turn him, yeah, there you go, right on cue.
Strength of Vasil.
Good knee from Harris. Vasil. And again.
That's it. There seems to be a bit more urgency in this third round as well, because the first 2 rounds again have just been, they've been close.
Yeah, I think
give it 1-1.
Yeah, I think the corners probably said the same. It's looking pretty level at this point, so you need to go out and close it in the third. Good right hand from Vasil, and a left and a right. Harris breaking off there, looking to throw shots. Ate a couple of shots of his own before probably realising it wasn't in the best position.
Yeah, he definitely opted to shoot for that double under again straight away. He got rocked by
good
one
knee
there.
to the body. As we said, we're back in the position we were 10-15 seconds ago. Harris just looking at the cage control. Good knee from Vasil. Needs to watch the back of the head with the right hand. Dean, we're just having a word. Again, Harris creeping round the back, as you said.
Yeah, he's very sneaky with that. The way he presses you against the cage and just drops his hips behind. He's looking for that back take.
He's now got the back.
He has.
Vasil recognises this, goes for an ankle pick, but basically falls and sits straight into his guard. He needs to attack Harris's left leg and, triangle shoulders down, but Harris recognised that, quickly closed his hooks.
And he's got that one in deep. He's gone hand to hand.
Yeah, Vasil looked like he just punched himself in the head there.
He's slipping that hand. If he could just drop it behind the neck, but it might be enough.
It looks deep. Obviously, Vasil's proven that he's one hell of a tough guy. He's on the 3 or 4 attempts at this same submission attempt in the first round. He looks like he's sort of half out of the choke now. I can't really see from here. He's turtled. Harris again is quite high.
If Harris could just look to flatten him out, it would have that hand-to-hand choke straight away. It's one of my favourites, that.
Yeah, he's just trying to wrestle Vasil onto his back again, but Vasil's probably in a better position here if he can keep wrist control. He could end up in top position. No, he is in top position. No, good right hand. He's got probably, best part of a minute or so just to work. I mean, if he can stay in this top position, it could even be less than that as we approach the...
Vasil's definitely looking to leave it all in there in that third round. Beautiful. Good, well-fought fight, that.
Yeah, very good. Well, evenly matched fights. Didn't hear the clapper there. I thought we had a lot longer left in that round than we actually did. It just the buzzer out of nowhere, but pretty even fight. I mean,
for me, Vasil showed a lot more in that third round. He wasn't scared to throw him. He knew he needed to do something. It was a very close fight.
I wouldn't want to judge this. As I said, the first round personally had it to Harris. Second, obviously, we agreed that probably Vasil did enough via rule book. Going into the third, a lot of jockeying for position, a couple of body locks each. They both grappled, wrestled, bit of cage control. Harris then obviously took his back, and Vasil ultimately finished the round on top. But which way will the judges take it? We'll pass over to our MC, Lee Nicholson, for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please show your appreciation for both our fighters in the cage. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard, where we have a winner by unanimous decision, Oliver Harris!
There, just grab this crate, mate. Down there.
Ah, 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 ah.